we want to get up close and personal on Peter's on the Block. The guest we have today is someone who is most closely experiencing the changing travel trends of foreign tourists visiting Korea these days. In the growing trend of travellers who want to directly experience the local culture and life beyond Seoul, he is the person delivering Korea's culture and stories to foreigners in English. He is the tourist interpreter / guide who introduces the charm of all corners of Korea, Hoo-gwan. Let's hear his voice directly, shall we?
안녕하세요. 관광통역안내사 이후관입니다.
반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
That's right, we have Hoo-gwan in the studio. I wonder, Hoo-gwan, is this your first time on the radio?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, nice. What do you think of our very small, homely studio?
I like it. I like it. It's humble and yeah.
Cozy.
Cozy, yeah.
Nice. You look very smart today as well, Hoo-gwan. I apologise for not dressing up more. I should have worn a jacket or something.
No worries, mate.
Is this your usual attire for when you're guiding people around?
Not really. Yeah, I wear some casual clothing
to be comfortable.
Like
when travelling. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's because you're on ARIRANG Radio. You've dressed. Thank you so much for dressing up, Hoo-gwan. So you do also have an English name.
Oh yeah, my English name is Kobe, just like basketball player Kobe Bryant.
Nice.
Yeah, just
why
call
did you
me Kobe.
choose that name?
So my English name is Jacob, but there are so many Jacobs in tourism industry. So
really?
I removed JA and I added Y in the A, Y in the end. So COBY, Kobe. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very easy to call.
Yeah, Kobe's easy for everyone, I think. I didn't know there were so many Jacobs in the tourism industry.
Oh yeah, Jacob.
That's
everywhere.
Random. Why are there so many Jacobs? I wonder. And so I just briefly spoke to Kobe before we started. You studied in Australia.
Oh yeah,
in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. How long were you there for?
7 years.
Oh,
7
nice.
years.
So I can hear a slight Australian accent. I love it as well. I love to Brits actually. Mm-hmm. Australian is more. I don't know how to say this without offending Americans. We feel closer to Australians, I think, than we do to Americans. So after studying there, were you interested in becoming a tourist interpreter and guide? Was that linked to your studies?
Oh, not really. I majored in automotive, which is like car mechanic, engineering stuff. Yeah, but since I moved back to Korea, I didn't know what to do, and then I made a lot of foreign friends, and then I had many chances to show them around Seoul, and then they asked me like, "Hey, Kobe, what is that and this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I read something, and then I introduced them. They're like, "Oh, wow!" Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, this is what I gotta do as my job."
That's fantastic. So just casually introducing friends to Korean sites and Korean culture through things that you learned maybe on site, and you thought, I could do this. This is what I got to do.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Siska from Jakarta is saying, I'm really excited with today's guest because I love traveling. Siska's one listener that I think has been to Korea maybe 4 or 5 times. Mm-hmm. So maybe the next time you can pick up a Kobe tour and be taken to the next level. We've got a photo of you on ARIRANG TV.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe, what are you doing here? What was this for?
So it was 2024. There was a summit between African countries and Korea in Korea. So many diplomats and many directors from many media companies from African countries. They need a better understanding of Korea and stuff, so that I gave them a tour, such as DMZ and also Palace in Seoul. Yeah.
Oh, so not just limited to the capital, but going up to the DMZ as well. And taking them there, and you got to appear on ARIRANG TV, so we feel more familiar with you now, Kobe. So these days, right, foreign visitors apparently are really interested in touring Korea's provinces, not just the capital, right? And I heard that the company that you work for recently received a big award related to Korean provincial tourism.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So K-Noble Tour, 2025, so many travelers from all over the world. They explore throughout K-Noble Tour, which is about explore many different provinces, like such as Seoul, Busan, and many different beautiful regions in Korea. So across the country, just you make a lot of like unforgettable memories and values.
Oh, that's amazing. So if our listeners, because many of them, their final aim after listening to ARIRANG for maybe a few years is to come to Korea, how can they find the company that you work for then, Kobe?
So basically they search on Google, like they search like K-Noble Tour, and then that's it.
K-Novel Tour.
K-Noble.
Like it's new and it's fresh and stuff. And what is the company you work for, Kobe?
Tawon.
Tawon.
Tawon Tour. Tawon Tour.
Okay, so if you want to find more about that, if you're coming to Korea, that seems like a great pick. And I've often heard, and I've also talked about on the air, the increasing number of foreign tourists to Korea's provinces. But, you know, I have to say, I did a show going down to Gyeongju recently. You know, Gyeongju's been hot after APEC and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
And so we went to the museum where they had all the 6 gold crowns, which is really hot, right? People were doing open runs for the tickets. But there were no foreigners there. And so I was like, and I think the filming crew were a little disappointed. I think it's because we went very early in the morning and the foreigners came a little bit later. You know, they want to lie in and stuff like this. But do you feel that yourself, that you're seeing more foreigners go to the provinces, go outside of Seoul?
100%. Actually, like before COVID, anyway, I've been working as a tour guide since 2018. So before COVID era, like many like travelers, they just explore Seoul and so on. But after COVID, actually many travelers, they got into like K-pop and Korean drama because like they were kind of isolated in COVID era. So they got just into Korean culture. And they just want to know what's Korea.
The real Korea.
Real Korea. And they just want to have authentic experience about Korea. Obviously, like Seoul is a really big city, busy life. But you go to other like province, like they have different culture and they have different like a specialty food of the region. And also based on the we have like 4,000 years history. So depends on where you go. Also, there is a background story of this like area, you know.
So they're not, I'm sure they are still interested in Seoul, you know, there's lots to see and do in Seoul, but they want to expand upon that and go to all these different places. So how often do you travel outside of Seoul then, Kobe? And have you been anywhere recently?
Pretty much often. So not many tour guides are able to like go to many different provinces. So I have you know, many tours explore like all of the like entire of Korea. Like many provinces, such as like Jeonju, Yeosu, Jeju Island, Busan, Jeju Island, and also Andong province, Sokcho province.
Have you ever counted how many places you've been to in Korea?
It's not countable. So many.
It's just endless. So in terms of your tours then, are they fixed on certain dates, or it's like on demand? Like when you want to do the tour, then you guys will do it. How does it work?
So basically, you can book this tour on website, but also depends on what they need. Also, we provide like private tour and stuff. Okay,
so if you want a tour, then you should be able to hopefully tailor make it to yourself, depending on how many people, etc., etc. And so I'm sure there must be some cities that get a better reaction than other cities. Let's be honest, everywhere in the world, right? There's people prefer something over the other. So could you choose 3 provincial cities that you definitely like to introduce to our listeners?
I want to introduce Busan, Sokcho, Andong.
Okay, Busan, Sokcho, and Andong. These ones, even for Koreans, I guess they must be go-to places. So for foreigners who are only maybe coming to Seoul, if you're going to choose one other place to go, one of these 3 at least. If you can go to all 3, of course, that would be amazing. All right, so shall we start off down in Busan? Because I think we talk about Busan the most after Seoul in terms of cities on our show as well. Okay, so where are we going to start with Busan? We've got some photos to show as well, right?
So, okay, first of all, So this village is known as Gamcheon Culture Village.
Yeah, get on the video stream if you can, because there are beautiful photos. This is the really colorful village, right?
Yeah, right. So actually, it looks very colorful, but it has a background story of the village related with Korean War.
Oh, okay. So tough times.
Tough times. Yeah. So actually, basically, like when there was a Korean War, like 75 years ago, actually, so many refugees. Imagine like Seoul and many different provinces in South Korea, they escape because like only within 2 months, North Korean troops came down to all the way nearby Busan.
It was the last like safe haven.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So Busan was packed up by refugees from South Korea, so that this village used to be a refugee village.
So it was just like temporary shacks and things like this, not like luxury accommodation or anything, right?
Exactly. So most of the villages back in the day, they were kind of miserable because of, they separated with their families and stuff. So Busan City, they want to encourage them and so want to make this village something special. Yeah, that's why they paint their house like colorful and then made it as like tourist direction, like tourist attraction.
So turning it like 180 degrees from, like you said, maybe a place that was a bit difficult to live in, the moods and spirits were low, into this colorful tourist hub, right?
Sure.
And so now the vibe of the town as well is what? Pretty positive. Like it's not just the tourists that are having fun and the locals are miserable or anything.
Nowadays it's pretty much positive, and also 2 members of BTS. Do you know BTS?
Yes,
it's a boy band, worldwide famous. Also 2 members from BTS. They came from Busan and they often like spending time here. So also this. Village is also related with BTS, so that's why like there are so many people, and also so if I go here, actually I don't really go to commercial street. So this is very local area. Yeah.
So there are people living here, right? Yeah. I mean, of course there must be cafes and things for tourists, but you just go to like the real localers alleyways.
I try to show the real Korea, authentic experience.
Wow.
So here and there, small alleys you go, and then eventually you reach out the commercial area like that. Yeah. I just don't really go to a commercial area first, but I explore like local area first and then explain everything. Wow. And also here and there is a picture of this village like 1960s and 70s, and you look at it like you're like, wow, it's really different.
How does it look like this now? That kind of comparison and whatnot. Okay, another point of Busan to show as well. We've got a couple of other photos. Do you want to go here next?
Oh yeah, it's called 자갈치 fishery market. Yeah. So actually many other like countries they don't really they have fishery market, but like most of the vendors they contain like dead fish. But the feature of this fishery market is the vendors they have alive fish.
They are in tanks often, right? Swimming around.
So here and there they explore, and then actually the local culture of this area is that local people come here and they order raw fish.
Nice.
Sushi. Yeah. So the difference between the actual sushi from Japan and Korea are different. Like how different? Like Korea sushi, we call that 회.
Yes.
회 is fresh kill. Yeah. So it's more chewy and contain a lot of vitamins and stuff and omega-3.
It's not been treated or fermented in any way, just straight away.
Yeah.
Right? Like I remember. I wonder if they still do it there, Kobe. When I came to Korea many years ago, some places would give you the whole fish alive and they'd just take off the top skin. And you could actually eat it while it was still moving. But I think maybe animal rights activists didn't like that. And so I can't see it anywhere anymore. I'm guessing not there as well. They just give you like the meat, right, nowadays. Yeah. Okay. That's easier to eat, I think, for foreigners as well, right?
True.
So what is their reaction when they eat it? Because you're right, it's not like Japanese style.
They're like, oh, Wow, because it's something very new to them. Yeah. So obviously, like they don't really eat, raw fish like a hare. But they still are very happy to see something different and something new. Oh, they have different culture, and the way they eat fish is different compared to my country. So that's the point.
And they enjoy going to the Chagochi market. It's almost like an aquarium, right, for people. You don't have to pay.
So actually, right next to this area, there is also 국제 market, which is
from the
international.
movie.
Yeah, from the movie. Yeah. With my father.
Yes, the English title. Oh, that's right next door.
Yeah, right next. Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes away by walk. Yeah.
And you take them there as well?
Yeah, of course. Nice. The reason why I show them that area, because that's also related with history. Yeah. Twice, 국제시장, international market became very active. The first one is after the Japanese colonial era, 1910 to 1945. Japanese people, they had to move back to their country. So that they had to sell their property such as jewelry and stuff, so that this 국제시장 international market became active.
Oh, because of that originally.
Exactly. And second region, as I mentioned before, like this Busan city was packed up by refugees after the Korean War in 1953. So that many refugees, they had to sell their property to settle in Busan, like even though it's temporarily. That's why the 국제시장 international market was very active back in the day.
That's the origins, like people selling their property there. I mean, now it's not to sell property, it's just lots of different goods and things like that, right?
So many random items there.
That's an interesting history. And then we've got one last place that I know some of our listeners have visited and loved. I also love this place as well. What are we looking at here?
So this is 용궁사. It's a dragon sea palace temple, one of the most beautiful palaces, most beautiful Buddhist temple in South Korea. So actually, Buddhism. You should give me 1 hour to explain
just
Buddhism.
Talk about Buddhism, yes.
Yeah. So, but what my clients they admire for was really different culture. And even though the first Buddha in history, Siddhartha Gautama, was born like 200 years ago, he came from like Shaka tribe, which is boundary between India and Nepal. But this one came to China to Korea to Japan. But the thing is, back in the day, there was so many like language barriers, and then so basically Buddhism mixed up with the local culture and local shamanism. So that I explain everything and why Buddhism is a culture and mixed up with local culture here.
So it has its own kind of unique Korean flavor to it, the Buddhism.
Exactly.
Wow, that would be... I'd love to do an hour just on that, because I'm not so familiar with Buddhism in general, but the Korean style and how it's different to other styles as well. Because we talk about it a lot in Korea. We even did the news today that temple stay visitors, reached a record number. And Koreans go, but also foreigners are interested in staying and doing all the meditation and things like that. Is this the temple that is right on the coast as well?
Yeah, right on the coast.
Okay. Yeah, the photos you can get with the sea and like the rocks down there, spectacular, right? And that's just one of the 3 places. We've got lots more to talk about with Kobe, so we'll listen to some music. This is from BTS, like you said, a couple of the members from down in Busan. Do you get a lot of BTS fans on your tours?
I do.
As well?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, on our chat as well, we had, when they first really exploded, maybe like 2018, 19, loads of BTS fans. But what surprised me the most was we had have a lot of like middle or even more senior ladies who were fans of BTS, like in their 60s or 70s. And that was so surprising and took me aback. And it looks like your tour groups, there's a like real different age range and maybe the countries they're coming from as well.
Yeah.
Wow. So, really shows how hot Korean provincial cities are, I suppose, Kobe. This is Peter's On the Block every Monday on #DailyK, people-focused journey. And the current travel trend in Korea is expanded to provincial cities. And we have the person at the center of that change, tourist interpreter /guide Hoo-gwan, Kobe, who is taking foreigners around to these places, delivering the real charm of Korea's provincial areas. And I must say, the people going on your tours are so lucky because, Kobe, your knowledge is so deep that they must learn so much from you. And what you've got hanging around your neck is the official qualification, right?
Oh, yeah. So official license from KTO, Korean Tourism Organization. So it's called 관광통역안내사.
Ah, so it's not simply a guide, it's an interpretive guide. So you can legally take people around, because that's quite strict in Korea, I heard, right?
Yeah,
if you want to guide people around, foreign tourists or domestic, you need the qualification, right? And it takes a long time to study for that, so well done. Some messages coming in. Ralph from Argentina says, here it's the same as well. You can explore the capital, but the real interest is in the interior, the different places giving a complete picture of the country. And it's the same with any country, I think. Like everyone in the UK, if you're a tourist, you'll go to London for sure. But if you want to see like the real UK and all the differences, you need to get outside of London, 100%. Right? We've also got Sherry saying, oh, I know the movie Ode to My Father. That's a great film, and I even showed it to my son. I would recommend, if you're coming to Korea, to watch as much in terms of K-movies and K-dramas, and then you'll be able to pick things out and say, oh, I remember that, or I saw that on the screen. And Siska saying, Haedong Yeonggungsa Temple, that's one of my favourites. Almost got stranded there because there was no bus back to the city. It is a bit of a drive, I remember, from like Haeundae, in that area, to the temple, right?
Yeah, to the temple.
So how do you do that with your people that you're guiding around? Do you like have a private bus or something like that?
Private bus, or if there's a small group, we have a luxury van.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. You won't get stranded at the temple if you're with Kobe. So where are we going to go to next? We've done Busan, so the next provincial city.
So next province is Andong.
Okay, Andong.
Andong is known as like a clan village, surnamed Liu.
They're still like living there.
Yeah,
is it, right?
so still people living, also wearing like a traditional clothing, and also they still preserve their culture, and also still have a memorial service for their ancestors.
Yeah.
So actually, the reaction from my previous clients about this village, they are like, "Wow, this is authentic Korea." This village, the whole village is UNESCO heritage, and also like 500 years old,
this
approximately.
This is 하회마을?
하회마을, 안동 하회마을. Yeah. Also, our president Lee also came from Andong as well.
Oh, I did not know that fact. That's
so actually, like this village, like so many like clever people came from here. Even in Joseon Dynasty, Joseon. Also, many prime minister and also ministers came from here, such as Cha Yi-jung, Young Yi-jung. Came
like
from here.
scholars studying from here.
Scholars.
And the photo we're seeing now is like the traditional mask dance, which we talk about a lot. I mean, how even Koreans find this interesting, because this doesn't usually happen in Seoul. How did foreigners react to this?
They are like, oh, this is very, very different, very different. And also, oh, what's the meaning of this copy? And then I explain, and they're like, wow.
What is the meaning of this? Because your average Korean would not know. If I took some foreigners, I'd not know what to say to them at all.
So this is called 탈춤, like a mask dance performance, also designated as UNESCO Intangible Heritage. So the reason why they do this, because like this village, like a noble class, and also like common people, and also like servant, they used to live here in this village together, so that sometimes servant, they made fun of noble class. They kind of criticize the society of Joseon Dynasty. But the thing is, the noble class in this village, they were very much open-minded. They allowed them to have this performance, so that they can have self-reflection.
Oh, okay. That's amazingly open-minded for that time, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of what you might call satire these days was totally allowed by the noble classes. That's an interesting story.
And also this kind of culture also connected with like modern days, such as we do have a lot of protests and stuff, Yeah. We do have a right to, speak your voice. Yeah, that's Korea. So
wow. So from back in the day, that was happening. That's what this photo can show.
100%.
We got some other things to show as well. Is that you?
Yeah, this is me.
In the red t-shirt?
Yeah, this is Andong village, and this is one of the like Korean houses in the village. And what I explained was, this is just a rope, right? Yeah, but
hanging
it has a
from the
meaning.
top,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, hanging from the top. And I asked them like, do you think what this is?
Like, what would they say? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
As a foreigner, maybe, I don't know, is it a doorbell or something? I don't know.
They are like, oh.
Yeah. To hang? Yeah, you might think so, right? To
right?
punish people.
Yeah. But actually, the thing is, noble class back in the day, they often, when they take off shoes, this is the place they have to take off their shoes.
Okay.
So that often servant, they, support noble class to take off the shoes like this. Yeah. So that noble class in this village, they didn't like it. Yeah. So they were like, oh, this is too much.
Oh, having a servant do that. Okay.
So they made this rope to take off their shoes themselves.
So they could hold onto the rope for support with one hand and take. That I've never heard of that thing. Is that only local to Andong then? Like other places don't have that rope because they would have servants to do it. That's so interesting. I am perhaps the foreigner's reaction to you because I'm learning these things for the first time. And you're right, I'm sure the foreign tourists who go outside Seoul, Andong does look like you're taken to Seoul like, I don't know, 500 years ago or something. It's like time traveling almost.
Time
right?
traveling.
Wow, that's amazing. And then we got another photo as well within the village, is this?
Yeah. It's local villagers in the Andong village.
Who live there?
Yeah. Wow. They actually live there and also still preserve their cultures and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So sometimes I stayed in the local house. So
you can have that as accommodation?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So, but before I stay here, I obviously like give like precaution. Why? Because the expectation of living in the chamber here is floor sleep.
You can't have a bed. There's no beds.
You don't have a bed and you don't have a spring mat. Yeah, it's just like a just mat.
It can be uncomfortable for Westerners especially. And I think even modern Koreans, most people sleep on beds now, right?
Yeah. So also, I explained there is a like floor heating system in Korea, ondol. Yeah. So they are kind of like, oh wow, Korea especially have 4 seasons when it came to like winter, like they had to make the house warmer. Yeah. So
How do they react to that? Sleeping on the floor, like the next day, are they okay?
Yeah. It's like 찜질방, like a sauna.
Okay.
Yeah. They really like that. They're like, oh, I feel like very healthier. Yeah.
You've been revitalized by that. You're thinking of it as a health experience. I have to say, I slept on the floor on the weekend and I got very little sleep, Kobe. I'm not good at doing that at all. And then this final photo.
So this is the food, specialty food of the region, Andong region. Andong 찜닭 is like chicken cuisine.
Yeah, it's like maybe braised, almost like a stew, that kind of thing. And, I think it's quite interesting that it's not red. A lot of popular Korean foods are red, right? Because of the gochujang, the chili pepper paste, or the gochugaru, the chili pepper powder. But this is like brown, so it's kind of soy-based,
Yeah,
right?
soy-based. Yeah. So actually the reason why the chili paper is like everywhere, like to preserve the food for winter, actually is helpful. That's why.
To add
Like,
the spices and whatnot. And so you take them and have the local cuisine. Did they enjoy it, foreigners?
they really like it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of foreigners, they really like soy sauce bases. Yeah. So this is kind of one pick for them. Yeah.
I think if you don't like spicy food, you might struggle in certain instances, but this dish is a winner for everyone, right?
100%.
And
very
then
easy to have.
Not many people who don't like chicken, maybe for religious reasons, not eating pork or maybe not eating beef or something like that. But that is great for them. Okay, so that's Andong. And then our third and final destination, you mentioned Sokcho on the east coast.
Sokcho.
So we got some photos to show from Sokcho. Where are we going to start off, Kobe?
So...
Oh, I've been on that recently. I think about 7-8 months ago we went to Sokcho and went on this, yes.
So this is the way you go to Abai village. Abai village. This is only transportation, you can reach out the village. It's called Ketbe. It's like a small boat. Yeah. So the Abai village is located in the like a small island. Yes. So you go to the village by this transportation. Yeah.
And the boat is like pulled along. There's no motor on there at all.
There's no motor.
So what this kid, if you can see the photo, is doing is like grabbing onto the metal wire with some metal pole and then just hauling the boat across, right?
Yeah, true.
Wow.
So the my clients was like, oh wow, this is very real.
Yeah,
and it's a kid that have the vendor here,
helping them along, right? Because it's only literally, I don't know, like 20, 30 meters away from the mainland, right? And then you just get on this boat. Of course, you could build a bridge, but that wouldn't be as fun at all, right?
Yeah. So even though like they are like before they go here, they are like, oh, why we go this area? What is this place is about? Yeah. But I mentioned and I explained about the village. This is like a North Korean defectors village. Yeah. So when there was a Korean War, actually like a lot of like North Korean refugees, they escaped their country and they settled in here because this Sokcho province, the Abai village, is very close to the borderline.
Yeah.
So whenever the country unified, they wanna go to North Korea. So that's why they settled in here. But unification never happened. So the fourth generation of the North Korean defectors, they settled in, and second generation, third generation of defectors, they still live here.
Oh, really? Still to this day, most of them have heritage from North Korea. So, you know, foreigners, when they hear Korea, I think still, even in 2026, think of North Korea as well, because that's so interesting, a divided country. They must find this intriguing, this whole story and going around. And they've got some great food there as well, from what I remember. And then another photo from Sokcho. Shall we move on to number 2?
So Sokcho has very awesome mountain. Seoul Aksan Mountain also designated as UNESCO heritage because it's not only one mountain, it's like a mountain complex. So depends on the season, the mountain has different looking. So also like even though it's a rainy day, they don't really mind. So you explore and something new, you know. Actually, this is the day when the weather was super clear, and this peak of the mountain is called Ulsanbawi.
I've never seen it from this angle. It looks stunning from there. Wow. So they hike up it together with you?
In order to reach out over here, like you have to walk up like 1,000 stairs, and
goodness.
But it's totally worth it.
Do you take the cable car part of the way?
Oh, that is different peak.
Oh, really? So this is just walking up completely? Oh, and they don't complain? They're okay?
They really like it.
Wow.
Eventually, when you reach out over here, you're like, wow.
The feeling you get from accomplishing, from reaching the top.
So like Korea has different, Korea, the Korean peninsula, like 70% of the lands are known as mountainous area. So wherever you go, you see so many mountains. So the view from the peak of the mountain over here, you see many different views. So many like mountains, and also there is a Sokcho city you can see.
The sea as well is right in front of you over there as well.
It's the ocean,
And so for a Brit as well, we don't have any mountains basically down south in Britain. So seeing anything like this is spectacular, but I'm glad the foreigners love that site of Sokcho as well. And then for the final photo, what have we got here? Oh, is that a market? Hashtag Shijang for today.
That's traditional market, traditional central market of Sokcho. So actually they also do have specialty food of the region. Also 감자 옹심이 is like a potato cuisine, like potato starchy soup.
A little bit like little bits of gnocchi almost.
Gnocchi, right? And also there is squid blood sausage.
Lovely.
오징어 순대.
That is good as well.
So many people like from many different countries, they actually don't really like squid. But,
so how do they react?
they are like, this is too much. I can't really handle. And I say, oh, this is totally cooked. It's not raw.
Sure.
And also, the reason why we eat squid because it contains a lot of omega-3. It's very, very healthy. So
then
when they hear it, they're like, oh, maybe I should give it a try.
Yeah.
And then they have it and they actually like it.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times, especially with Westerners and Brits as well, we just think, oh, that's a bit scary, it's a bit too different. But once we try it, then we're like, oh, that's not bad at all, or that tastes good, something like that. So Kobe, out of all the places you go to then, outside of Seoul, what would you say is like the favourite for foreigners? If you had to pick their reaction, where do they like the most? Is it one of these places, Busan, Andong, Sokcho?
There are so many places I can talk about, but a few people they dropped their tears when they visited Abai village.
Oh, with the North Korean story.
Yeah. So, but why? Because I just want to do a tour, just very typical. Sometimes I encounter some local people, and if they look very interesting, and I ask them a question, and I do just interview on the street.
Yeah, oh wow! And you just interpret.
Interpret everything. So, like, I just basically asked them why you guys settled in here, and what generation are you settled in here, and what's the story background. Even though I know the answer.
Sure.
Because like those people, my clients, they wanna hear like a local story. Yeah. So
wow, and so some have got emotional hearing those stories.
Yeah, very emotional.
That's going one step further than just your regular tour guide, isn't it? Like getting interviews on the street. Your tourists, your customers, your clients are so lucky, I must say, Kobe, to have someone going that extra mile as well. Thank you so much for bringing in these provincial cities. I mean, we've introduced them before on the show, but having a guide do it and then hearing the real foreigner reactions is really good. And getting that confirmation that foreign tourists are actually interested in seeing places outside of Seoul. That's really nice to hear for us as well. So as a final part of our segment, Kobe, we have a quiz. The thing about our quiz is it's optional. You don't have to take it because our writer, who you've been interacting with, she's very demanding and she often is quite demanding with the question. It's like your area of expertise, so it can be very difficult. So sometimes our guests, they feel embarrassed. They don't want to get it wrong, so they will say no. So it's totally up to you. But there are good prizes, like vouchers worth up to 150,000 won. There are terrible prizes, like a selfie with Peter is a prize in there.
Oh, yeah.
So a complete free, burden-free question. Do you want to take the quiz, Kobe? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I could tell that after hearing how much of a proactive guide you are. All right, so here is the question. I will give it to you. In 1999, Queen Elizabeth II of the UK visited Andong Hawaii folk village, saying she wanted to see the most Korean place. At the time, the Queen, respecting Korea's trashik floor-sitting culture, she took off her shoes as a Western dignitary when stepping up into this place, which became a hot topic for media around the world because she never takes off her shoes, I've got to say. What is the name of this place, which is a wide wooden floor connecting rooms in a traditional Korean house and serves as a cool resting place in the summer? Do you know what this place is called? So it's the general term for this place. There are hints if needed, Kobe. So would you like to answer without the hints or with the hints?
Without hint.
Oh, really?
So the place is Ryu Seongryong vet chamber.
Oh, wow. So you know the exact place. So that is bonus points. I will give you a ding dong ding for that. But what my writer is asking is the general term for where in a hanok she went into. So the general term, I can tell you the first four consonants. It's a 4-syllable thing. Digut, chiot, mium, liul. This is tough, right?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's not easy.
So one more time, I'll tell you, like the key point here is It's the wide wooden floor that connects rooms in a traditional Korean house, in a hanok, and it serves as a cool resting place in the summer. Like this is where you might sit and cool down.
Something 마루.
Oh!
대청마루.
Final answer?
대청마루. Yeah.
You sure?
대청마루. Yeah.
Yes, well done, Kobe. You pulled it out the bag. So maru meaning like the floor, and we still talk about the maru. I wasn't familiar with this. The 대청마루.
대청마루. Yeah.
대청마루 is the place in between the buildings connecting. Well done, Kobe.
And that's for summer.
In the summertime, you go there to sit down. So you get to choose one of these colourful balls with a prize in it.
Blue color.
Okay, you've gone for blue. If you open it up and read what's on there for us, Kobe.
All right.
Yeah, I hope it's a good one. But it may be terrible. So. Okay. Read it out for us, would you?
이 책만 있으면 나도 영어 천재. Okay.
So you'll become an English genius, even though you speak English pretty much perfectly, Kobe. I think it's my English teaching book. So sorry,
wow.
I do apologise.
No worries.
You give it to a friend who needs to learn English, perhaps, Kobe.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming in today and being really detailed with your guidance. I can tell if I go on a tour with you, I'd give you 10 out of 10 with feedback. Would you like to give like a last message to our listeners and tell us like your future dreams and goals, Kobe?
My future dream, actually, I really want to guide very, very famous people such as Hollywood movie stars.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity to do any of that?
It's kind of confidential.
Confidential. Okay, so you want to continue doing that?
I want to continue. Yeah.
Wow. Because you already did the politicians and even the VIPs from Africa with that ARIRANG TV Photoshop. So more of that in the future. And one last message to our listeners, like to maybe encourage them to see the provinces and whatnot.
So you don't really have to scared of very local places. You have a tour guide, and he or she will help you to understand. Also, you have a better understanding of culture and also food and everything. So tour guide is necessary. Tour guide is not the one what AI can do that. It's more like a connection and also it's a local, like a authentic experience. The
human touch, right?
Human touch, 100%.
Yeah, and I think Kobe's really right. It can just take your travel experience to a different level, right? So once again, if you want to try out the provincial one, it's the K-Novel tour that you've got to search out. Kobe, good luck in the future. I hope you get to escort some Hollywood A-listers around, and if you do, please call me. I could maybe carry their bags or something like that. Fabulous. We're going to leave it there for today as well, everybody. You can obviously watch this interview again on YouTube. It will be uploaded shortly. Lee Seung-gi to take us out with 여행을 떠나요. Let's go on a vacation. It's been your Daily Dose of Korea. #DailyK out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.